on Sunday?
I'm not sure. I'm just leaving it up to the trainers and everybody. Like, we had a plan, and so I'm gonna see. Because great week. Just even for myself. I was more nervous about how I was gonna do, even though I've been working. But it was cool. It was definitely cool. Not as bad as I thought.
And with you practicing only a couple of days, are you a type of player that could just go dive into a game on Sunday?
I got to protect myself from me because I feel like I can do. I feel like I could have came the first day, but that's just not realistic. But honestly, it was a great week for both parties. Like, for them seeing me and seeing that I could still go out, and then even for myself checking that box, like, okay, like this won't be bad at all. It's just about just making sure that when that time do come, when the adrenaline going and you're getting in that game shape. But I like how they gonna ramp me up.
And you talked to us on Wednesday about, obviously, on the field performance, but in the film study, how the Eagles wanted you back in that regard as well, how they feel like you can help this defense. What do you want to see from this defense on Sunday to make it feel like, all right, we're back on the right foot?
Just being physical, stopping the run, so that we can get after the passer, and just making sure we contain Jackson, because they got some good stuff going on, with those two, with Scatterboo and Jackson Dart. I mean, he makes everybody better around him, and so we just got to make sure that we execute our game plan and rush together and make sure we, like I say, stop the run.
What are some of the things that you did in practice that maybe even surprised yourself that you were able to do and jump in right away?
Just being able to go 3-4 plays without really feeling like dog tired and really pushing. But I just say, just a credit to just the work that you put in during the off season, and then for me, just making sure that like, if I am sore, we communicating. I mean, I was sore the next day. It felt like training camp, but it wasn't like a bad sore. It was more like a good sore that first day at school. So, but yeah, it was cool. It was today was great. Ran around, we was running around, and I just feel like it's just energy. You got to have energy, and with me coming back that first day, it was just a lot of energy and a lot of people hyped, to be playing with me, and I'm hyped to be playing with them, and so I was a little overly excited a little bit, trying to get ready for this trash talk that's coming.
Well, I know in your podcast you were asked about what do you think it'll be like running out of the tunnel. Whether you're playing or not on Sunday, what do you think you're going to be on the sideline regardless? What do you think it'll be like being back on the sideline during a game, cheering on your teammates, and maybe even getting into that?
Like I say, energy, man. It's about that energy. You got to have that good energy on the sideline. You got to make sure that we all out there fighting, because I mean, what we doing it for if we ain't out there rooting for each other and fighting for each other? And so, for me, if I'm playing or not, it's just more about just bringing that energy, having fun. I mean, we're playing a game, and just reminding people who they are sometimes, because as young guys, you got all these things you think about, but remember what got you here. And I want to be able to just go out there and just, pour into them young boys and get them rallying so that they can build this thing together.
You mentioned reminding young guys who they are.
Yeah, I say about 3 or 4 questions.
Oh,
that's about it. Yeah.
That's it?
What you got?
I got a good one here.
All right, what's good?
You talked about wanting to come back for a leadership role. Did you have anyone come up this week or anyone ask, for help or anything? Like, how are you using your leadership this week in the building?
Well, Jihad, I mean, you see where he's at now. He's switching between inside and the edge, and so just trying to mentor him up, let him know, like, man, you can play football. So it's the same thing. Once you learn just technical things and just keep working it one day at a time, really see ball, get ball, and that's him. And I've just been coaching him up because he's been in our room. He came in there today, and it's been back and forth. So just trying to make sure that that he knows that we're here to help. Anything you don't know, if you see me, and I know what play it is, I can tell you what it is, and because he got a lot on his plate, and so I know all about it, being a first rounder and coming in, and all these different things are happening, and so many people expecting so much from you. But sometimes you forget that you got to go out there and be the person that got you to this point. Don't think about too much, just go out there and play. And so that's where I come in at, and I just want to just kind of calm them down and let them know we all behind them.
In Chris Long's last year here, he said there was too much talk about him as a leader, and he said we weren't making a big enough deal about him as a player.
Yeah.
Like you think with all the talk about you from a leadership role, you can still play.
I'm trying to let that sneak up on him, though. Okay. I ain't trying to talk about it. I'm more talking about the leadership role, but that's always on my mind, man. Of course, if I couldn't play, I mean, he'd just told me to be a coach. But honestly, I'm just trying to do the things the right way, trying to make sure my body is primed and ready to make this long haul run that we're trying to go on. And man, honestly, as you know, man, I feel good, but I'm gonna let my play talk. But I'm gonna talk my trash out there. I'm gonna have fun, but I'm really trying to raise these boys up so that they can get to their next level. Because, like I told them, this y'all team, man. I'm just happy to be still a fly on the wall, still able to come in and there, here and there, and make plays, and and then we celebrate together.
How is your trash talking game?
It's gonna get better. It's gotten better not sitting out, being able to talk in the media space, and having a little fun. Now I got to kind of watch what I say because you can't say too much when you under contract.
No difference. As we played through this season, it's injuries and stuff that happen, and if we happen to lose a player that week, we still want to play as a team and with who we have. Unfortunately, I had to play the Giants game last time, and I didn't play. But I'm here, but. No, ain't no difference. We still ready to play. We gonna play as a team. We gonna play as one. Just because I'm here don't mean I'm for to just make every play. We still got stunts where we need each other just to have an effect on the game. But it was just another game that we got to come down to detail and stop the run.
But because you did not play in that game, how eager are you to get out there and make a difference with the way the last matchup against them went?
I guess you could say I'm very eager. It's football. It's my job. I want to play every game. And, the fact that I feel good this week and I'm able to play this week, I'm very happy that I could help the team get a win this week.
It seemed like the last game might have been your best of the season. I think you might have played your highest number of snaps too, percentage-wise. Do you feel like you're getting closer to where you want to be conditioning-wise in terms of how you played last year?
Yeah, I'm working every week to try to get in the best condition that I can get in. It's just going to happen every week, and it's going to get better every week. That's pretty much it.
How you feeling health-wise? You got the shoulder and the heel. Is that stuff behind you now?
Nah, it's not behind me, but, I'm still working on it every day, going to treatment and stuff like that, and it's going to get better every day.
Is it something that, with either one of those, you just have to kind of learn to manage throughout the rest of the year? How does that work?
Just keep getting treatment for it, and it's going to get better sooner or later.
In talking to us about Jalen Carter's pick six, Vic said that play was made by you. The concept of an assist. What does that mean to you out there? Because that doesn't come in the box score.
Yeah, that's something we big on in here. Like you said, it don't go on the box score, but as we watch film, we see little details that might affect the play to where it could be a pick or a fumble or stuff like that. But, in this room, in this locker room, this facility, it's a big thing to us, and that's pretty much it. Make an effect. It happened. Try to do it again.
Do you keep track of your assists?
No, I don't keep track of them. It happened. Move on. That's it, though.
Jalen 55 back. Any difference in this locker room with that man?
With who? 55? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you see the energy, the excitement, the everything. Everything you see on the field that he do and throughout his whole career, he still has that same energy. It's like a rookie does. But, you know BG well enough to know that he's coming in here with the energy and he's making it positive for everybody.
What have you seen on the practice field to believe that with his age, you mentioned he's a rookie, that he still has it and can make plays on the field?
You see him running around. He's out there. He's acting like he's younger than us, and we have one of the youngest groups in the league. But, just everything. His energy just running around. It's like he never missed a snap of football. It's like he's been here the whole season, even though he come in right now.
There was I think Nick even admitted that maybe physicality-wise in that first meeting with the Giants, you guys didn't match up defensively. What do you think that your addition brings to them in that regard?
Like I say, me by myself not going to win us the game, but, everybody just got to change their mindset. We know, all right, like y'all say, they was more physical than us last game. I think it's time for the roles to reverse. We got to be more physical than them this game, more detailed and stuff like that.
Well, DeVonta, we saw the passing game click last week. What gives you the confidence that this can carry over against the Giants?
I feel like we had a good week of practice. Just constantly, getting on the same page, constantly, everyone getting to their spots, paying attention to the attention to details and everything that we do.
You've told us a lot, really everyone has told us a lot this year about getting on the same page. Where do you feel like you all are in that process?
I feel like we're trending in the right direction. Every week is different things, different reasons. Sometimes that's for the game. You're going to have, things that you need to get on the same page with. But I feel like we're trending in the right direction, though.
No A.J. Brown with possibly practice all week. What will that do to the offense?
Obviously, he's a great player. We hope for him to be out there, but we have to adjust. If that's the case that he's not out there, we have to adjust and have to you know, everyone's going to have to study a little harder. Guys are going to be moving around in different spots and things.
Think a top player can play without practicing?
I think it depends. Depends on how, you know, how the game plan is. I would say that's the biggest thing is the game planning and things like that. Football is football. You go out there. It's more so the game plan and things like that.
How does it affect you if you're getting like more? I would assume you're getting more attention if that's the case, right?
See how I go. You know, flow of the game may not be that.
DeVonta, from the outside looking in, it seems obvious AJ is a leader on the team. You're inside the locker room. From a leadership perspective, just what does AJ mean to this locker room?
He means a lot, man. You know, he doesn't say much, but when he does, you know, guys listen to it. And just the way, you know, he carries himself, he go out there, he works, and just the man that he puts on himself. I mean, everyone sees that, and you know, everyone knows where his heart is.
So when there are the social media posts and stuff like that, people outside the building have their own interpretations of them. How do you differentiate that from the man you know when you see that stuff?
That don't have nothing to do with me.
And with the involvement of this passing game with you and AJ, that's been a big topic. How much do you feel like with you and AJ here, it's helping this offense, it's improving this offense, and it's where it wants to be?
I think it's helping a lot. You know, just like I said, getting on the same page, going over things with Jalen and things like that. Him telling us what he sees, we telling him what we see, and ultimately, you know, it's gonna help the run game, just like the run game is gonna help the pass game. You know, we're still trying to, you know, figure that out and things, but it's gonna click soon.
I got here late. I'm sorry if you answered this, but guys in here have been talking about what it does to the sideline when you get up after taking a big hit. Is that something you're aware of?
No, not really. I mean, I didn't know it kind of, you know, had that impact, but that's just me being me.
It's something we've asked you about for 5 years now, but do you think you're hit harder than other guys, or does it just look that way?
I think it just looked that way. Sometimes I don't get hit hard, it just look that way.
But Nick said you, after the catch, you're looking for contact, right? You're not avoiding it. Where's that come from?
I would just say that's just how I kind of grew up. You know, playing basketball and things like that on the concrete, hitting the concrete multiple times. I think that's just kind of how I am. That's just the person I am.